friends, so we're diving into another deck today. This is one of my most recent decks. This is the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. This is the box here. It's got some really nice gold foiling on the front, and on the inside it's got "You Are the Oracle" on both the top and bottom. A little bit of info on the back. This one does come with a book as well, which is really nice and really helpful. The images are black and white. The text is really easy to read and follow along and get guidance from. But what's really interesting about this deck, what drew me to this deck, was just the aesthetic. It's so freaking pretty. Look at those colors. They're so beautiful. We'll get into that in a minute. But what I didn't realize is how it's quite different. It's got 5 different suits. So you've got confirmations, inquiries, actions, activations, and transmissions. Now this is a very new deck to me, so I haven't really become super familiar with transmissions. I have never pulled a transmission card, so I haven't really read up much on exactly what they are or how to work them into when I'm asking for guidance. But I found, like, I wasn't expecting that from this deck, and that has been very, very interesting to learn and see and understand and see where in my life and my guidance that I'm asking for they fit. Mostly what I've been pulling are activation cards, which are, I mean, they do tell you a good bit about what the card could mean, but also here there is this sort of little meditation chant, this little affirmation, which is your activation. So you can say that, you can meditate on that, and that is activating what that card potentially could mean. Does that make sense? So it's a little bit of a different one, and it was unexpected. I didn't realize that. This is probably I love this. This is the yes card. And this is just yes, yes, yes. Everything is yes. I love this. I found this really funny and it's the simplest card I think I've ever come across in an oracle or tarot. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm still getting to learn and understand her and connect with her. She's definitely been the one that has been the trickiest for me to connect with, and I think that is because it was just so unexpected with the different layers of types of suits, and you know, they're not just like a standard suit like you would get in a tarot deck. They're quite interesting. So she has worked for me very, very nicely, but I just don't fully understand her quite just yet. So there is an element of just we haven't fully connected yet. She's a little bit more intricate than just a standard simple sort of one word oracle like my other oracle decks, or one phrase. So yeah, she's beautiful though, and that is initially what drew me to her, is how just pretty she is. So that's the back of the deck here, these beautiful pink and blues, that aqua blue and the pink, so gorgeous. And then the imagery on the front. Now she's a matte finish, she's quite thick. I believe the same people that made and sort of published this is the same people that make the Moonology oracle deck, so it's the same cardstock as this, same size, same weight, same sort of feel for the most part. So if you have this deck, you'll know exactly what this one feels like. And yeah, I have found, because she's quite new, she's still kind of like sticking and grouping together a little bit when I shuffle or fan her out. But that's, you know, that doesn't, she'll come unstuck with use. I haven't really had her for very long, so. But yeah, the imagery is just beautiful. The colors that are in it are kind of stunning. So there's some things in here which I'm really unfamiliar with, but the imagery is beautiful, and obviously the more I use her, the more I'm going to get used to her and understand her. So beautiful. But yeah, she's just taking a little bit to sort of understand and get used to, because she is quite different. But look at these colors, so beautiful. The times I have used her and pulled her, she has worked very well for me. I have just needed to sort of connect with her a little bit more than I have in a lot of my, for a lot of my other decks. So this one talks about star seeds and Mintacan, which I'm not sure. I don't know if this is like, I feel like this is potentially I'm probably going to word this entirely wrong, but past life areas, I think. Again, this is something that I'm unfamiliar with. So this is why I haven't been able to connect with it quite as much. But yeah, it's really interesting. I do feel like there's a little bit of, oh yeah, this is a good one. A different sort of, I feel like it might incorporate, especially in the imagery, a lot of different ethnicities. Like this is looking very Egyptian. And there's something here which mentioned Jesus. So there's a little bit of a religious element to it, which I wasn't expecting. I'm not religious. Obviously, I believe in something, but Christianity and religions, other religions aren't my fit. So again, I feel like that's possibly why we haven't connected so well. Not every card, again, this is very Egyptian, has that, but there's one in particular that does specifically mention Jesus, and she looks at Mother Mary. So, you know, there's the one about Jesus. So yeah, there's that sort of element to it which doesn't really resonate with me, which again is a personal thing, but it doesn't mean I don't connect with the cards at all. It's just meaning it's taking a little bit of extra time. But she has worked with me. She has worked with me, and I do really, really love and appreciate what guidance she has been able to give me. So she's absolutely beautiful, and I'm really happy that I have her in my life. Whenever I was looking up oracle decks, either in store or online, this was the one that constantly popped up. Like it was just always there, one of the first ones that was in the search. So she was just always there, and I felt like, okay, I'm gonna need that deck because she's just always there, and she's not expensive. She's about $25, and I see a few people on YouTube use her a lot as well, and a lot of her oracles down here are very quite clear. Like that yes card, for example, is very, very obvious, but then there are a few which aren't quite so clear. So again, there's a lot of layers in here which I wasn't expecting. So like Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? I don't know if Imrama again has something to do with like past life or other dimensional worlds. I don't know. I have to do a bit of research on that. So yeah, she's very interesting and a little more intricate than than I definitely expected. So hopefully this is going to be informative to you guys if you've been looking into this deck. I didn't look up any videos on this deck before getting her. I kind of just bought her on a whim because I was in my bookstore, my local bookstore, and I was like, damn it, all right, I'm just gonna get it because I just see her everywhere. So it was unexpected to me to see just how multifaceted this deck was. So I'd love to know your guys' thought on this deck and how you feel about it, and if you have it, and if you were surprised, and did you have trouble connecting with it? How do you feel about this deck? Because I love it and I appreciate it. It just, yeah, was so much more than I thought. And having that religious, oh my God, the religious ones are on the top, the Jesus and the Mother Mary kind of imagery threw me a bit as well, because I'm not religious. I've never been, religious at all, even though I do believe obviously in something higher. I don't associate it with any kind of religion. So yeah, let me know how you feel about this deck. Let me know your journey with it, and yeah, let's chat about it, because she's quite an interesting one. She's absolutely beautiful, but very, very, very interesting. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe as well so I can see you in my next video. All right,